While searching for the witch Ciri had
Kahvia
quarreled
pitää
with,
kyllä
Geralt
käyttää
ran
heti
into an
alkuun.
old friend, Kira Metz. The sorceress told the Witcher about a masked mage. Ciri had seemed to have taken shelter in his hideout. The Witcher set off to find it, with Kira in tow. Ciri had never reached the elven mage, yet the wild hunt had. The ghostly retinue was one step ahead of Geralt, or so it seemed. The Witcher felt it always lost, until Kira gave him a new lead. The Crones of Crookback Bog.
Ei vittu. Vittu näitä johtoja tuolla lattialla. Ah niin, me jäätiin tähän näin. Pitäis kauppa löytää semmonen, mihin näitä voi myydä nyt. Mulla on niin täynnä tuo inventori taas. Muista yhtään mikä oli niitä. Tai missä oli niitä. Jokos me täällä käytiin? Ei ollut käyty täällä vielä. Eikö ollahan me käyty? Onpa pitkä matka muuten. Tuolla olisi kyllä. Tuo on niin lähellä, mennään tonne. No voi vitu hevonen, vittu kun sä sinne juokset. Tästä vaan suon läpi. Ei sitten pääse, vai pääse. No niin hevonen. Lopeta se vittu.
That stench.
Onpa hankalaa maastoa. Kyllä se tolleen pysähtyy itsestään aina. Nyt pitää myydä kyllä kaikki tavarat. Hittoon. Ei pidä kirroilla. Missähän pöpelikössä mä nyt oon? Mä vaan menen ton kepsin perusteella.
Giddy up.
Missä se sisäkäynti oli? Nyt ollaan väärällä puolella yhdessä. Ja sit voi.
Faster.
Menehän nytte. Vittu kun ne tämmösiä aitoja laittaa tähän saatana kulkureihin. Oi vittu!
Let's go.
Melkein tippu saatana. Menee! Menee!
Come on.
Menee! Nyt siihen ei tähän kiinnittää.
Hey-ya.
No voi helvetti!
Come on, Roach.
Hän ei pitänyt kirroilla. Mene nytte. Ei saatana. Ei tästä tuu hevon helvettiä ketään. Tuo on niin vammainen tuo hevon. Älä ota sitä. Mene nyt, äläkä jumita niihin vitu. No mitä vittua, en mä tommossa ottanut. Pitäis löytää niitä saatana korttejakin, josta pääset pelaamaan Gwenttiä. Älä ota niitä vitu julisteita. Joka vitu julisteen, kun tää veinaa tässä ottaa.
How may I assist you?
Looking for someone who can craft me some armor. Gotta be top quality.
Well, I've been at it 20 years now. Mastered the craft in some respects, if I do say so myself.
You wish.
Don't listen to her. She's been sore lately, snorting every chance she gets. So, what kind of armor are we talking about?
Light, but durable. Can't constrain movement, and I gotta be able to get in it without anybody's help.
That all? Sure it shouldn't be self-cleaning. And how about it wipe your arse after you take a shite in the bushes?
Sounds great. Can you make a suit like that?
No, but find someone who can and I'll gladly meet them. Ought to know one thing when it comes to armor. If it's got to be durable, it can't be light.
It can. Just needs the proper tools to make it. Tools like the folk of Clan Tordaroch used on Undvik.
Joanna, I told you time and again to stay silent when I talk to customers. Shouldn't pester folk with those nonsense Skellige legends of yours.
It ain't legend, and it ain't nonsense. My granddad would go to Undvik for his armour. Said Tordaroch folk made the best. Till last year, that is, when a giant ravaged their island. Inhabitants either ran off or died, but the forge should still be in one piece.
Worth looking into. Say I find the tools. Will you craft the armor for me?
On condition you bring the tools. But only then.
No. Ei se toimi. Karviaisia. No.
These legends mention where the forge might be.
Yes, north side of the isle, in a cave. Clanfolk carved out a rock face to build it.
Look for the tools next time I'm in Skellige. Take care now.
Missä se myyjä ukkeli on?
Fancy a gander at our little stockpile. We've gathered ourselves quite the collection. Why let such nice things waste away in peasant hoods?
Show me what you got.
No niin, myyhän nää paskat tältä vitsiin. Mitä? Eikö niistä saa enää kuin 90? Nähän näytti paljon enemmän rahaa tossa. Mitä ihmettä, minne ne arvo hävisi? Suli oikein niinku silmissä.
See ya.
No. Tässähän nää näytti 600 ja 600 ja 600 ja 800 ja...
Fancy a gander at our little...
Show me what you got.
90. Vittu, näitä romuja kannata edes kerätä, jos niistä ei saakaan niin paljon kuin ne luppaa. Voi vittu, se on pers auki. Hei, sillä on kortteja. Mutta. Antaa nyt vielä olla.
See ya.
Olisiko tolla sitten jotain myytävää?
How can I help you?
What are you selling? What's good?
Oho, tällä on rahaa. Ja tää myy paljon enemmän maksaa näistä... Musta romusta kyllä on pakko päästä eroon. Tuollakaan ete. Mitä? Junkki on kaikki. Tuokin on junkki. Näitäkö ihan riesaks asti tätä crafting-tavarata?
Interesting lilt in your voice. You originally from Skellige?
Ardskellig. Spent my whole childhood in Holmstein.
Why'd you leave?
Always had a liking for the smithy. I'd sit there all day taking things in. The heat of the furnace, the smell of the hot steel, the pounding hammers. At 17 winters, my dad told me he could teach me no more. Sent me out there into the world, bid me to hone my craft. A few years on, I had my master crafting papers. Then the war broke out and I landed here.
Take care now.
Mutta kuka se korjaa nuo armorit?
Folk don't object to your white mug.
And that was hard bang the lass. So the bloody baron ripped him a new one. Right.
Mä mitään enhancementteja halua, kun mä haluan vaan, että ne korjataan.
How may I assist you?
Need some armor.
Quen. Kaikki on vaan Quenniä. Quen. Kaikki on Quenniä. Kaikki on laitettu Gwenniä, voi helekattilainen. Mä en tiedä, onko siinä Gwennillä mitään hyötyä saatana noista. Ja kun yhden kerran osuu, niin se häviää se Gwenni ja se pitää aina uudestaan tehdä. Eli ihan sama mitä siinä tekee, niin pitäisikö ne vaihtoa ihan muuhun?
So long.
Katsotaan mitä mulla on. Eikö tässähän nää on? Igni on ihan älyttömästi. Siinä olisi aksiita. Nyt on kaikki tuota Igniä, kun mä en tiedä yhtään mitä se Igni tekee. Eikö tuo Gwen? Tai millä tavalla se näkyy se intensity? Mitä ne hyökkää saada? Tolle ne tekevät. Voi vittu mikä kusipää. Eihän mä edes hyökännyt niitten kimppuun. Voi vittu. Ryöväskö ne nyt mut? Mä en edes tehnyt mitään. Voi helvetti. Multahan lähti kaikki rahat. Ei saatana. Kunnon kusetusta. Kunnon kusetusta. Nyt mä joudun taas myymään kaikki uudestaan. Vittu mitä paskaa mä sanon.
Ciri had seemed to taken shelter in his hideout. The Witcher set off to find it, with Kira in tow. Ciri had never reached the...
Paljonko mulla on nyt on rahaa? 65 000. Joo, onko mä näille perkele puhumaan uudestaan? Yhtään muista mitä mä tein.
So long.
Onko mulla sitten inventorissa myytä? Oi vittu, nää kaikki joutuu myymään nyt uudestaan.
How can I help you?
Vittu mitä paskaa.
Interesting Lilton.
Ardskellig.
Why?
Always had a...
Nyt skipaataan, nyt vituttaa niin paljon taas.
What are you selling? What?
No. Tuo satulonkin voi myyä. Ja sitten nää junkit piti myyä tästä. En mä nulla mitään tee. Oho, siltähän lähti rahat. Hyvin vikkelä. Olisiko sillä sitten näitä... Nää on vaan näitä lessereitä. Enpä mä luulla tee mitään tässä tällä hetkellä ainakaan.
Take care now.
Ja ne armorit piti korjata. Kuules jätkä nyt siinä. Korjappa mun armorit.
Need some armor. So long.
Ai niin ne kortit piti vielä tulta ostaa.
Fancy a gander at our little stockpile? We've gathered ourselves quite the collection. Why let such nice things waste away in peasant huts?
Show me what you get.
Älä osta sitä, voi vittu! Vittu kun se ostaa tommoista paskaa, kun menee vahingossa klikkaamaan jotain. Mitähän mä ostin nyt? Mä en tiedä mitä mä ostin, jotta se siitä meni ostamaan. No. Nyt tallennetaan ennen kuin sotketaan lisää. Olisiko täällä ottaa pääkuesteja tai tommosia parempia kuesteja? Ei mitään reissejä. Ja otetaan kaikki, vittu kun noita. Eihän nyt oo pakko tehdä. Hei, täälläkin on joku.
Spot a cider for you? Or a bit of dry curd? Me larder's not exactly bursting, but what I got's sure to please.
Like to take a look.
Pitäisikö kokeilla Quenttiä?
How about a few rounds of cards? Gwent specifically.
Oho, tännekin olisi tullut jo kortteja. Kahdella tämmöisellä ei tee mitään. Tuolla ei tee vittuakaan. Mitäs tää teki, kun en muista yhtään? Silmä antaa ainakin mulle uuden kortin. Mutta menikö tää nyt vihollisen puolelle sitten tämä? Meneehän se. Oi, 2 korttia. Paljon mä nyt tarviin tohon? 6 ainakin. Kunnon kusipää. Sehän on tuossa tuo Imperinapparevokki, ei sitä tarvinnut. 15. No, tää on yksittäinen, laitetaan tuo tuohon. Nyt Se käytti hero-kortin. Jos se olisi nyt tuhlannut noita kortteja tarpeeksi, otetaan pässet. Nyt mä voin... Ainakin se mulle antoi noita sitten. No perkele, saahan minäkin tämmösen sitten. Nyt katsotaan raakavoima, kenellä on enemmän pisteitä. Laitahan sinne miekkamiehiä nyt ihan älyttömästi, niin mä voitan tän. Noin sit pitää. Mulla ei yhtään miekkamiestä, tuolla on kaikki miekkamiehiä. Ja on mulla yksi miekkamies kyllä. Mähän voitan tän. Nyt mä käytän kato tämä. No mä voitan silti tämän. No. Ainakin kerran voitettaa jotain. Ender-kansain. Täällä on paljon tavaraa täällä. Tallennetaan, aina kun tapahtuu jotain hyvää, niin pitää tallentaa. No voi vittu, älä lyö sitä saatana hevosta. Mene sitten. Varmaan mennään tonne Lady of the... Vai mikä tää on? Ladies of the Wood. Jatketaan se nyt loppuun tässä. Ei saatana tommosia. Niitä joutaa sitten noita pikkutehtäviä, sivutehtäviä tehdä sitten vähän myöhemminkin. Vaan nyt päästään vähän alkuun tässä pelissä. Tässä on niin paljon kuule tätä pelattavaa, että kerkee tehdä kuule. Se on taas ihan jossain ihme. Saatanan nekkerit on tossa.
Go, go.
Suoraan siihen saatana pusikko. Ihan tuokittu sulle.
London nurse talk to strangers.
Kaikki vaan, kaikki vaan. Mitäs tää?
Greetings. Nice village.
Aye,
A real pearl of the swamps.
if you say so.
Aye.
You get by all right?
Aye, winter to winter. Somehow we survived.
Recognize this dagger?
Aye, master. I didn't know you belonged to them.
Don't belong to anyone. Down to business. I want to get this done quickly.
Ah, so that's how it's to be.
I'm supposed to help solve your problem. Tell me what it is. Just the essentials.
The war awoke an ancient power. An evil one that feeds on bloodshed. Nightmares haunt our nights and days. Folks sleepwalk from their homes, never to return. Under the tree on the Whispering Hillock they lie. Unburied, all. Fathers, sons, daughters, and mothers. Folk are afeared to move them. You must go there. The dark powers must be cast off.
When did all this start?
3 years back. I remember 'twas a warm day. Went to check the snares for game. Pulled a hare from me trap. It grew dark all of a sudden, though it was nigh on noontime. Thought it was a storm at first. A squeal pierced the air, near burst me ears. The hair rotted in me hands. And the leaves shriveled and yellowed, though it were yet the start of summer. Times have been ill ever since. Folks' teeth turn black as charcoal. Women folk fight like polecats, bawling and brawling over nothing. The young'uns, born crippled, lame, fear and cursing. Long have we pled for the lady's help.
Need more details.
You must see for yourself. grand's mum whacked me crosswise for straying near the Whispering Hillock. But what happens there now's a wonder. A few times folk from round here gathered to chop down the trees and burn the cursed soil back to use. None returned. The ground neath the weeds is white with human bones.
Ladies of the Wood don't know what this power is?
They know all. Old Thekla claimed they'd be punishing us. Folks stopped respecting them. Some even call them witches. But must not be they, for they sent you.
I'll look around the Whispering Hillock.
You be careful, Master Witcher. Don't ye treat this evil light.
Enemy bones. Just perfect.
Ei kun vaan. Eteenpäin.
Take it easy.
Onpas tää nyt taas. Menehän. Ei vittu, tuohon on paha, pahis. Pääkallo ukkeli. Pääkallo vihollinen.
Be gone. Come no closer. I know whence you come. The powers that protect me, they sense whence you come.
Come on now.
Susi hukka siellä. Ei tuota.
Be gone. Be gone. Be gone. The powers will not relent.
Vittu kun se väistelyä saadaan. Ei se oo sallittua.
Show yourself. I want to talk. Place of power. Should draw from it.
spill this blood? Are you here to grant me death? Or is my freedom your wish?
I was attacked.
This is my prison. A fortress besieged. Murderers I await, and my forest protects me.
Murderers?
Murderous sisters killed my body. Now my soul they hunt, for I defy them.
Who are you?
I abandoned my circle, where I'd kept the balance. The crones killed me, and cursed my ghost.
Never heard of a druid circle, Velen.
I wander eternally through a maze of vows, helplessly sliding or rusting.
Must know the crones pretty well.
They are Velen's curse. They hear all through severed ears. They weave hair and twist lives. They take their strength from the broth of human flesh.
Why did they kill you?
The crones want this land. They'd rule the wood alone. I stood in their way. I had to die.
You claim to be imprisoned. How so?
I am bound here in fetters of magic. I wandered endlessly. A labyrinth of thieves. The children, I know all. I know what awaits them. Free me, please. I must help.
If something threatens the orphans, I'll help them myself.
The children have been taken. Free me, please. I can be a gale, a gallop unchained. I shall save them. Only I can.
Why do you think the kids from the meadow are in danger?
The sisters took them. They shall not return.
Where'd they take them? I can help.
It is done already. It cannot be undone. There are no rules to our serving. They shall all die. Let them be saved.
The crones. What do you know about them?
The sisters are older than the oldest trees. Velen is their realm. All life here serves them. The sisters live concealed. You will not find them. They hear all. You cannot hide.
Muistaakseni tämän pystyy tekemään silleenkin, että pystyy auttamaan eka, mutta sitten se pystyy pettämään vielä lopussa, että se tappaa kuitenkin.
I can't decide just yet.
You must come back. Free me. I beg you. Beware my sentries. They stand guard still.
Kokeillaanpas tehdä
I'm
sillä.
back.
I've been waiting. You've returned. I long to be free once more.
If you can save the orphans from the meadow, I'll help you.
I will find them. Free them. Open the door of my cage. Blood is my escape. A rite you must perform. With the black of raven feathers, the white of my bones, and a swift steed. A mare, wild and free, in meadows pasture cold, dark as a bottomless. Gather these and bring them here.
Got some raven feathers.
Find my remains and bring me a mount.
Why do we need a black horse?
The beast and I are wild.
Vittu kun puhuu niin hitaasti tuossa.
Where'll I find your remains?
My bones nearby.
I'll gather what I need to free.
Gather and return. Pierce my heart to be born again.
Go now and return through the passage I have opened.
Jos mä vaan tapaan sen. Mä en jaksa tommosia. Vittu asetta! Venni vitu homo! Mua vituttaa kun tää ei ota niitä vitu aseita. Ammun nyt! Menee! Menee! Vittu! Kuole paska, kuole! Ajokohan tuo ase tosta vielä kun tota tekee? Tää on kyllä rasittava tämä kun se aina ottaa mitä sattuu tosta. Täällä on joku kuollut. No niin. Nää on jo täällä onneksi. Valmiina oottamassa.
Best give Crow Perch a wide berth.
Solved your problem. Just in case, though, avoid the Whispering Hillock for a while.
Cannot be. Where's something lurking there?
Not sure what was lurking there, but it lurks no more.
What did you do, Witcher?
Some being had come to possess the tree's heart. I destroyed the heart and its inhabitant.
So it were a ghost. Will it be back?
No. The crones, or the ladies of the wood as you call them, said to remind you about payment. Take it you know what they want?
Aye, I do. Give me the dagger. Be back soon.
Onneksi se nyt ei oo kova hinta.
There's payment. Take it to the ladies, will you?
What the hell was that?
'Tis our pact. You're a stranger, you don't know life here. It's honest pay for their protection.
So, all those ears in the woods.
Put it out your mind, master. You soon be leaving and we must tarry on, our young'uns and their young'uns after 'em. No gods nor masters watch over Velen. The land is no man's. He who wants to survive must seek his own protectors.
Ihan hyvä diili noilla. Kuitenkin vaan korva on, ei mitään muuta.
Use your weapon, young man.
He's even lovelier in real life.
In real life, you're different than you were in the tapestry.
Well, bring it here.
You can bring it, not only.
Never seek to cross us again.
We shall forgive you this transgression, for you've done well. Your children are plump as piglets, sweet as caramel.
But now we must talk to our white-haired friend.
I know that mark. This is Anna, the wife of the Baron of Crow's Perch.
She belongs to no man.
A fruit ripened in her womb. A fruit sprouted from seeds sown by a man she detested.
We helped her. She agreed to serve. She bears the mark. She is ours. Come. It is another woman who interests you. Speak, white-haired one.
You looked different in the tapestry.
We're all dressed up just for you. If you only knew how much time we spent in front of the glass.
Do you desire us?
I'm impressed. Polymorphism, a rare talent.
Oh, I'd suck every last drop out of you.
Ah, to be woven together with you? I'd be your best and last.
Not what I came for. Our deal. I did my part, now you do yours.
A word once given, we never break. The girl. Mousy blonde. That's what they call it.
Thin as a rail, terrified, exhausted. She could barely stand, the poor thing.
We cared for her as best we could. Like she was our own daughter.
Wasted affection. She proved a very naughty girl.
Mischievous, stubborn, and selfish.
Don't believe you. They say you always keep your word, so tell me everything, exactly as it happened.
We shall tell you, brave boy. We knew someone supposed to arrive. We read beast entrails, saw the omens.
We would glimpse her likeness, a mirage in a blood. She came from the lower swarm. We knew not at first it was her the omens had spoken of.
A child of the elder blood, the soul seed that will burst into flame.
She fell into our hands. Elder blood.
The blood of the traitress. Does she sleep?
like a lamb.
Come, sisters, no point in dawdling. The table's set, the cauldron bubbles.
We cannot. You know she is meant for him.
Imlerith will get her. He will, but not whole.
Well said. We'll just have a sample.
I'll take her feet. Lovely and plump. Perfect for a broth.
Oh, I can taste it already. Very well. Get on with it. Oh, you'll regret that, girl. Regret it dearly.
No huhhuh.
Come back.
Oi, kun ne lyö kovasti.
A child of the elder blood. He follows you, treads in your very tracks.
Ei nyt kannata jäädä taistelemaan.
Tried to kill her. Tried to butcher her like an animal and eat her.
Her blood. The taste brought back memories of our youth.
Elder blood. Extraordinary girl. But you know that. Such a shame she fled.
She escaped you, but I'll find her. We'll come back here together and kill you.
Your return, you shall. Our fates are bound. And one will die, but it shan't be one of us.
Now you shall chase shadows and wander midst fog.
Each time you see her, she will be a mirage. And if you find her, the girl will die. Seeing you, handsome knight.
No niin, mistä se mummeli on? Kohta käyvä paronin luona. Tai hävisikö se mummelikin jonnekin? No, jäähän kiinni siihen. Ei kun baronin luokse taas.
Faster. Take it easy.
No juoksen nyt, eläkä. Nekkereitä, voi saatana.
Ice encased his arm, like winter on a glass plate. His eyes red, like embers in a fire.
Come on now.
Heed o'er me,
Said a hag to
whispered.
her. Now who's a stone? I'll shovel room.
Faster.
Tuollahan tuo silta on. Ei tuota taas, ei saatana mikään pelle tuokin.
Let's go.
Quite the work my man's got, eh? Not half bad. Who will protect his money?
Let's move it.
Folk don't object to you.
I'll tell you where the loot's at.
Your mate split the loot between them long ago. At least that's what I would have done. And you, shut it now. Save your strength. You, white one, look like you got soused last night too.
Roots are gonna rot my gut.
I'm listening. What do you come to me with?
Got news of your wife.
Plowing hell, why'd you not say so forthwith? Where is she? Why have you not returned with her?
She's in Crookback Bog. Got food, a place to live, and keeps herself busy. Didn't look like she had the slightest desire to leave.
Kylläpä tuli paljon kutiaamisia nyt taas. Tuntuu, että kaikki kutiaavat.
I was supposed to find her, and I did. That was our deal, nothing more.
You still think me rotten to the core. A base bastard, don't you? You believe I alone am at fault for what happened here?
Nyt mä en pääse yli noista vinoista tiilistä, miten nuo on mutkalla nuo tiilit.
Doesn't matter what I believe.
Yet, looking at you, I see contempt. Can't speak for the world you witches inhabit, but in ours, nothing is ever black and white.
Probably gonna say you're not the only one to blame. All right then, I'm willing to hear your side of the story.
Tarina tuokio. Oh.
With Annie, it was love at first sight. A spear tore through my shoulder at the Battle of Anchor. She tended to my wound. Once I'd recovered, I asked her to marry me. She wept with joy. Soon after, Tamara was born. And after that, they sent me to Sidaris. A warlord had risen against King Ethan, and Foltest sent help. It was one battle to the next, one conflict after another. It was a life of war. I was seldom home, and I found comfort in drink. Grew so fond of hooch, I couldn't part with it when I did get home.
All right. What then?
I went from front to front, battle to battle, collecting soldiers' coin, while Anna sat alone with the babe for months. Later, I learned she'd not been so alone after all. For nearly 3 years, she'd found comfort in the arms of one Evan, a childhood friend, a dog's bunghole. Understand, damn it? One tussle in the hay I'd have waved aside, put it out of my mind. But the woman cuckolded me for years, without a whisker of concern for me, for my love.
How'd you find out?
Came home one day and Anna was gone. The things too. Found a letter. She wrote that she didn't love me. That she'd left me for that knob licker and taken Tamara with her. Felt like I'd been rammed in the arse by a horse. I went to find the bugger, to get the girls back, bring them home. Yet soon as I saw him, something turned inside me, something dark. I slaughtered the shit-eating twat and fed his carcass to the dogs.
Guess they call you the Bloody Baron for a reason after all.
What?
Your nickname. Makes sense now.
No, that's an entirely different story.
Imagine Anna wasn't exactly pleased.
Ha! Bloody understatement if I've ever heard one. She flew into a fit, hysteria, threw herself at me, kicking and clawing. Finally grabbed a knife. It would have been the end of me if I'd not leapt aside. It was the first time I hit her. I had to calm her. Felt I had no other means. Things changed. They would never be the same. Anna tried to take her own life, and mine, several times. She would prod me, goad me, taunt me, in the hope I would hit her again, perhaps. She'd scream that I'd robbed her life of love, But I destroyed the idea for her, and so might as well kill her. How many times I apologized. How many armfuls of blooms and gifts I brought. She cared not a bit. 2 years of her anger had turned to indifference, broken at times by her bouts of hysteria and my bouts of drunkenness. Cannot fathom how we survived those years, but we did. Though as you know now, not everything was as it might have seemed.
You're right. Faults on both sides, yours and hers.
I'm content that you finally see that. Very well then. If you won't bring Anna home, you might at least tell me how she landed in that blasted swamp.
Oho.
Your wife is with the crones, as their servant.
What the fuck do you mean? What crones?
Ones who live in Crookback Bog.
Oh, I've heard folk speak of them, and thought it naught but tales to scare the children with. How on earth did she land there?
They fled by night. They were riding past the forest when a beast serving the crones attacked them and abducted Anna.
A beast? Bloody hell. And Tamara? Was she hurt?
No.
Oh, thank the gods for that. So, Annie? What happened to her?
The creature carried her deep into Crookback Bog. Didn't harm her, though. In fact, Anna seems content there.
Content? What is this tripe, Witcher? What in bloody blazes is she doing in that swamp?
She made a pact with the crones and... well, I think she might have lost her mind.
A pact? What the bloody hell?
She was with child, a child she didn't want to bear. Went to the crones for help. They promised to rid her of the problem in exchange for a year of her service. And they kept their word, in their own twisted way.
What do you mean?
Anna must have thought the child inside her would somehow disappear. Instead, the crones sapped her of strength, and ultimately forced her body to miscarry. I think that's when she started to lose her mind. Then they placed magic tethers on her, tethers that cause great pain when tested. The guarantee she'll pay off her debt.
A pact with witches? Bloody nightmare, sounds like some jest. We must get her out. We can't leave her there.
Venturing into the swamp, even with armed men, is just a bad idea. It's a dangerous place inherently, and I think those crones are a greater threat than anyone realizes.
I'll not sit on my ass waiting for them to return her. Would you wait? Count on their mercy if they had your daughter?
Probably not, but I'm a witcher.
And I'm a husband and a father who's fucked up his life and the lives of his loved ones. I'll gather my men, go there and retrieve Anna.
We had a deal. I've done my part. Your turn to do yours.
A word once given. Now what did I last...
Basilisk. It had just attacked you.
Ah, right.
Taas noita tarinapelejä.
One solid brute.
Tai näitä muistelmia. Oh.
I thought we breathed our last.
Watch out!
If I don't survive this, you're to take whatever you want from the fortress.
You'll survive!
Let's show this bastard what we're worth.
Yeah!
Mä menen minnekään. No nyt se kerkis päästä. Tää ruppee pimenemään vasta. Ei vittu, mä inhoan tätä kiipeilykohtaa. Ja ärsyttävä.
Damn it! I can't leave him like that.
Ei sitä tarvinnutkaan kiipellä, se oli ihan itsestään.
You have everything?
Yes, thank you.
What you did for me, I shall never forget it.
I certainly hope not. It's brought me no small trouble.
Meaning?
I must flee. Wraiths pursue me. The Wild Hunt. I was foolish to use the power. They're sure to have caught my scent.
The Wild Hunt? Pursuing you?
I'll endanger all of you by remaining here. You must tell the people to bar their doors and windows. And no one is to wander the night.
And you? Where do you think you're going?
Now, I ride for Novigrad. And then, who knows where.
Tuko on kirjoitettu.
She mounted and rode off. It grew awfully empty without her.
Redanian armies blocked the Pontar crossing, yet you sent Ciri to Novigrad.
She was looking for a sorceress, and all of them are in Novigrad. Besides, I didn't leave her at the Redanians' mercy. I gave her a letter of safe conduct.
Where'd you get these letters?
Haven't always led this pack of jesters. Served in the Temerian army once.
Redanians guard the crossing.
True. But with a bit of fame and a friend here and there, well, banners and heraldry don't mean so much.
So there's a chance Ciri's still in Novigrad. Thanks for helping her.
It's nothing. Now you've learned what you wanted to know, you must be in a hurry. But, if you could...
Spit it out.
I want to go get Anna. Free her, bring her back. I don't believe she's there willingly.
Must have not heard me. Any journey into the swamp is suicide.
I heard you, which is why I could use your aid. I've no more tales of Ciri to offer you, but go with me and I'll be generous with what I do have. Very generous.
Extra coin never hurt.
Ha! True indeed. I'll round up my men and ride to Downwarren. You can join us there.
Fine. Sounds good.
Dare you! Escape. Sorry, we was never here.
What was that?
You tell me. Man or monster? My men call him Uma and say he's a beast. But he seems a man to me. Just hideous as Ardle's shit.
Doesn't look like a monster, but my medallion's trembling. Strange. Where'd you find him?
Funny story, actually. I won him in a game of cards.
Funny story? How so?
Went to Novigrad once to rest, indulge in the city's pleasures. Stayed at a tavern and some folk there were playing, so I joined in. Cards were kind that day. Had one devilish hand after another. Robbed the whoresun's blind. One fellow, a merchant, took it especially hard. He'd gambled away everything he'd brought from Skellige. Wanted terribly to play another hand, so I agreed. Asked him what he had to wager, and he showed me that sideshow. Not much in it for me, but fuck it, I thought. I'll give the man a chance to win something back. Luck was not with him, and Uma wound up here at Crow's Perch. End of story.
Proper baron now. Even got a jester.
Aye, though I feel something's not right with him.
How so?
Well, he seems more beast than man, but there's wisdom, cunning in the bastard's eyes. Or maybe I'm imagining it. Ever run into anything like him?
No, but he doesn't look dangerous.
I guess
Tuoko se
that's
olla
that.
kirottu?
Doesn't eat much, so as long as he's no trouble, the boys might as well have some diversion.
Time I was on my way. So long.
Farewell.
Mä en tiedä, onkohan tossa jotain tarinata ton takana ton Uma. Tässä ihan tsekata.
And prove a good father to her.
Nyt kyllä pakko fast travelata, mä en jaksa enää tonne mennä 3 kertaa. Rajaset kaikilla. Saako sitten Umasta mitään Siinä on muuten kai. On vaan niin pitkä matka sinne, että huhhuh.
I'm innocent, I swear! Guess it was profit. What did I do to deserve your goodness? Boy, lads, fancy an outing to find that sheep.
Ai niin, piti korjata aina nää.
How may I assist you?
Need some armor. So long.
Pitäisikö korttia kokeilla pelata ton kanssa?
How may I assist you?
Ois se Baroninkin kanssa pitänyt korttia pelaa, nyt sitä ennen voikkososialle.
That ought to set me straight.
Me ei saada sieltä korttia ennen. No mä oon kuitenkin kerran jo kerännyt nää kortit, niin ei se oo niin. Ainakaan mitään achievementtia siitä saa, mutta voi vittu paljon sääkortteja. Kummahan tätä nyt ottais? Ei paskempia kortteja yhtään osannut antaa. Pitäisikö käyttää ihan taktinen säävaikutus tähän nyt? No ei sillä tehnyt mitään. Tää me kyllä hävitään taas. Ai niin se ei toimi noihin. Tähän tää nyt tekee tää. No niin, nyt se on taas kiinni, kummalla on paremmat loppukortit. Eikä nää nyt kovin kaksiset oo kyllä muuta. Multa puuttuu kortteja, se on ongelma. Multa puuttuu vitusti kortteja. En mä voita tätä mitenkään. Ja kymmeniä sääkortteja, niin ihmekö ei voida. Mahotonta.
Yearning to play a few rounds of
Otetaan näitä sääkortteja helvetti. Vittu niitä on liikaa. Mulla ei oo yhtään sankarikortteja, kataa niitä herokortteja, vai mitä nää nyt on nimeltään. Nuo on hyviä, kun näitä on 2, niin. Nääkin on ihan hyviä, kun näitä on 2. Tuokin on ihan hyvä, kun se 1. Tuo ei. No niin. Vielä saataisiin joku vaihdettua, mutta en tiedä kehtaako sitä. Pitäisikö tästä nyt ottaa erävoitto? Riittäisikö nää 3 tässä? Vittu, sillähän tullut hirveästi porukkata. Pelataan nyt. Voi vittu, mitä se mulle kiusan teki. Tää vittua. En mä saa mitenkään tota. Pakko hävitä tämä, ei me voi päästä voittamaan mitenkään. Nuokin meni ihan hukkaan nyt. Mulla ei oo hyviä kortteja, mutta on ihan perseestä sen takia, kun mulla on kaikki paskat kortit. Voitinpa, mitä vittua? Lähellä oli. Tosi lähellä oli.
He raised tribute for him. Playing host to him.
You can try to win them
What
all.
my man's got, eh? Not half that. Brought in a bucket of millions yesterday.
Sure, what's one on hold?
Nyt en jaksa nyt on pakko mennä tällä suoraan.
Witch hunters. They're hanged too. Why the devil are there witch hunters here to start with? They didn't ride from Novigrad to hang two blob tits, did they?
No ei perkele, on
I don't
hirttänyt
know,
tätä.
my lord.
They say where they were headed?
Geralt! Good, you've arrived. Can't draw any meaning from this rabble's bawling. Perhaps they talk some sense after a few lashes. Well, spit it out. Where'd they go?
To the village in the swamp, my lord. Lass rode with him, asking after her mother, Constant.
Lass. We must go there at once, Geralt.
Agreed.
Gather my men. With the swamp to cross and those curses.
Still sniffing round here, are you?
Met your ladies, and I think Crones is more fitting as a name for those monstrosities.
Why'd you say that?
Just the look of them. Hideous monsters clad in human robes and skin.
Fistek must addle your city folks' brains. I ain't seen all the ladies, true, but the Wispas, she's shown herself a true beauty, that.
Examined the Whispering Hillock.
Thought you'd not return. What did you learn?
Your ladies of the wood are three murderous sisters.
Lies! Foul lies! Speak not so, for you bring their wrath upon us.
The Crones. They've tricked you. They manipulate you.
You've been told cruel lies, Witcher. I beg you, don't believe them.
You trust women you've never even seen? Why?
Ere the evil took root on the hillock, the ladies always helped us. Healthy babes were born. And once a year, we got a giant pot of boiled meat.
Once a year? That's it?
At the time of the feast, the ladies of the wood give us the scrapings from their table.
Can see we'll never agree on this.
Now here's what interests me. Who caused such hatred towards our guardians to grow in ye, Witcher? Why'd ye trust such a one and not me?
You've served those murdering hags faithfully for years. Set out to destroy the forest, clear the hill of trees.
Aye, I'll not deny it. The ladies commanded it, but we failed them. If there be a tortured soul beneath that hillock, call him for justice. We'll answer its cries. But in mine eyes, 'tis not justice it yearns for, but blood. Don't blabber to me about guilt and punishment. In my reckoning, something wants our lives, but we're not keen on dying. And that's all in your hands.
Others call them the Crones, but you call them the Ladies of the Wood.
Those who name them crones, them's artless fools. The ladies of the wood have watched over this land for ages.
In what way?
They drive out evil powers. They say 100 springs ago, they saved Velen from a plague of werewolves ravaging our flocks.
No, väärä nappi taas.
In what?
They drive out.
Good health to you. Farewell.
Ploughing swamp. Pox-ridden air promotes brain rot in the peasants.
Täällä on kahvia lisää tossa. Vähän varroo lihota on kyllä joo. No ei todellakaan lihota.
What will these hayseeds think of next?
Ai nyt mennään tonne.
The crones exist. You'll know that soon enough.
Right. More likely some mad old wenches making mincemeat of peasant minds. Likely Anna agreed to stay with them. Care for them out of the kindness of her heart. Good as gold, that one. Always.
Mm-hmm.
Ai niin, tallentaa pitää.
Show me what you got.
Ota nyt vittu se ase esille sinne. No vittu lyö, vittu kun nää on taas eessä nää homot. Älä ota sitä, kun ota se vittu Gwenni, vittu. Sinne kaatui jo noin monta ukkoa, voi perkele. Ei meille jää yhtään enää sinne taisteluun. Kulkee nyt se. Miten meiltä ei oo kuollut näin monta taas täällä? Voi hemmetti. Vaikka melkein täydellinen tappelu. Tää vois kyllä meditoida tässä. näköjään se ei vaikuta peliaikaa yhtään tää meditoiminen. Tallentaa pitää taas, niin ei tarvi aina meditoida uudestaan.
Witcher, why you here?
No ota nyt vittu se ase, saatana! Ota se ase! Ota se ase! Vittu! Vittu mua niin vituttaa tää pukinen paska, saatana, kun ei ota asetta. Nyt se kaatu se peli. Vituttaa tommonen peli, saatana, kun ei ota asetta. Seisoo vaan tyhmänä paikoille ja ottaa hittiä.
Wounded and tired, Ciri collapsed in the swamp. Some peasants found her and took her to the Baron, Felon's self-appointed ruler. The warlord took the young woman in, had her nursed back to health, then sent her on her way to
Miksei tää skippaa? Vittu kun tää ei... Nyt otan nyt se ase, saatana, ettei me...
Witcher, why you here?
Älä ota tällaisia! Vittu kun nää napit on ihan saatana herkkiä. Nää itestään painuu nää napit tässä ohjelmassa. Nää on niin kuluneita nää painot.
Witcher, change your mind.
Pitäis ostaa
How
uusi
much did my
ohjaaja.
father pay you?
Don't think you have anything to fear. Brought your new friends with you.
I have no fear, for the eternal fire protects me.
Won't need to protect you
Täällä
from
on
me.
pimeitä, vaikka täällä on kirkasta. Koko kamera näyttää ihan pimeä.
Dear daughter, you return after all. Come, don't deny me this embrace.
Stay away from me. I've come for mother. Unlike you, I'll not see her rot in this swamp.
What the hell do you
Vittu
think
täällä on näitä
I'm
johtoja
here
ja
to take
lattialla.
her
Saatana, kun nää on
You'll
tällä
do no such thing.
pyörien alla.
You'll not lay a finger on her. Never. I'll not let you.
Jyrätään niitä aina
The
kohta, ne on
right to be
katki.
cross. I was not the best husband, the best father, I know. But I've changed. Ask anyone. Geralt, come, tell her.
Your father, he wants to find his wife, your mother. Really?
He pay you much to be his yes man.
Verily I say unto you that ire and vehemence can
Tuo
lead
kyllä
to
tuo
naught
Tamara on
but
kyllä
one's
ärsyttävää.
downfall.
Who the bloody hell is this?
And who are you to ask so crudely?
This is my commander.
Hirveä
That should be
ärsyttävää
of no
tämmöiset
concern
uppiniskut.
to a drunken swine.
Tamara, you stand with their kind now. Perhaps you'd have them torture and hang your own father.
You're not my father, and I care not a bit what befalls you.
I remind you we've a matter to resolve here. Witcher, will you help us?
Wouldn't be here if I wasn't willing.
I've lost 5 men and have little notion of what else to expect in this cursed place.
No time to lose. Crones could return any minute.
Ha! How do you know they're not here already?
'Cause we're still alive.
Search the village!
Still alive, nikkar, vai miten ne oli ne örkit siellä? Eiks ne jotain nikkereitä ollut? Still alive, nikker. Onks toi semmonen valeni revityn noituri?
Don't.
Over here!
Oi! Get back, stinky
freshly baked and hot.
Mother.
Clean as a whistle, fresh as a daisy. Go on, whip me. I made it too little. I nibbled it, but just to see if it's firm. But it's fresh, so take pity.
Oh, Mother.
Take pity. But I pleaded. I begged.
Mother, it's me. Do you recognize me?
Perkeleen Tamara, saatana.
What's happened to her?
Rasittavaa.
I said I'd do it all. Give it here. I'll scrub it again. Scrub it clean.
Mother!
Something's coming. Get ready.
What was that?
Wolves? Perhaps.
Didn't sound like wolves.
Because it wasn't. Get ready.
Mistä se tulloo?
They come. They shall be here soon.
You'll spoil our feast.
Tää ei ota mitään damagia.
You meager fiend. You'll spoil our feast.
Kuoliko se saatana? Ei se kuulu.
What was that?
Looked a fiend to me.
Crones have sensed us. They know we're close. Sent the beast for Anna.
Those damned witches! When will it end? Look what they've done to her. Are they not satisfied? Enough! I'm taking her away.
She's my wife. She'll return home with me. You're welcome to come with us if you wish.
Don't touch her. We leave this cursed place now.
She's sick, weakened. Where would you
Vittu
take
tuo
her
Tamara
in
on
this state?
ärsyttävä. Vittu, että menee
Oxenfurt?
hermot siihen.
It would mean her death.
I know how to care for my mother.
She's not a rag doll to be ripped from hand to hand. Let her decide.
Bye. Bye for dinner. Goodbye.
She's incapable of deciding anything just now.
A dark spell, it must be. Help her, Witcher. I beg you.
Before we do anything, we've got to get her out of here. Crones know we've come for her. Might send another monster, something worse than a fiend.
I'll not go anywhere until you tell me you can help her. Break the spell.
Kyllä on ärsyttävä tuo.
This is no dark spell, I'm afraid.
Well, what is it then?
She's been through a lot. Lost a child, was carried off by a fiend, lived in the Crone's village taking care of children who are now gone. It's left its mark, as it would on anyone.
So it's hopeless. You can't help her. She's to be like this.
I'm sorry.
I know a hermit. A very wise man with a gift for healing. Met him some time past. Lives in the Blue Mountains. I shall take her there.
Might be worth a shot.
I shall go with you.
That's impossible, sadly.
Why?
You have duties. Duties deriving from your commitment to the Church of the Eternal Fire. Once we finish our work in Velen, we return to
Nyt
Oxford.
me ei saa sitä korttia
You
tuolta,
said
mutta ei
you'd
se
save
haittaa.
my mother.
And I kept my word. Your father can care for her now.
He care? You know him. You know what he did to her.
He swears to be a changed man. And in his eyes I see true sorrow. Remorse for his sins. He will care for her. And you've a new life and new duties. To the Eternal Fire.
Fear not. All will be well. I will not touch drink. I will find the hermit. And once she is herself again, we will find you.
Swear it.
You have my word, child.
Witchers were made to kill monsters. It doesn't matter who posted the notice. The coin has to be right. That's all. Witchers don't debate. Their conscience plays no part. They just get on with it, then pick up the coin pouch tossed at their feet and set off on their way. Folk don't expect Witchers to save them from themselves.
Thank you, Witcher. Despite all.
May the Eternal Fire guide and protect you.
Farewell.
Give me a moment. I must gather my thoughts myself.
You were right to let your father take her.
I'm not so sure.
Do nothing more.
Not enough of this job.
If she can do it. Learn its devil's spawn.
Perhaps you're right. Give me a moment. I must gather my thoughts myself.
This I know. First here for a time.
Yes, sir.
Miten sinne pääs taistelemaan niitä? Niitä oikeita örkkejä vastaan näitä. Ja tuleeko se vasta myöhemmässä pelissä sitten? Mitäs nää questit sanoo? Nääkin on aina Noitakin pitäisi tehdä noita kontrakteja. Eikä niitä voi vielä taistella noita droneja vastaan. Se on vasta myöhemmässä pelissä sitten. Ja vähän Kiran luona nyt ekana. Keira, eikä Kira. Siinähän tuo Fiendi. Jos nyt kumminkin menis teleporttaamalla, eikä vastravellaamalla. Ei vittu, eihän tässä oo sitä saatana tolppaakaan missä. Missä vitussa se on se tolppa? Noin kaukana, ei saatana. Mä luulin, että se oli täällä toisella puolella, mutta ei se ollut tuolla puolella. Missä on Keira? Keira. Tuolla asti. No.
Rats, why did he need them?
Bloody rodents. Better to have stuffed them with a poison, or crushed them into a pulp with a shovel, but no.
Did you see what he did with them?
Ai niin, tää on tää, ei saakeli. Tää on ihan kiva, mutta...
You gave me quite a start.
But nay, the mage says bring me rats and healthy ones. Not something the cat dragged in.
This the lamp from the elf's hideout? And what's this about rats?
Nothing important. I'll explain later. Now tell me, to what do I owe the pleasure?
Bet the old witch who lived here left you a bunch of interesting sundries.
She did indeed. I gather you'd like a look.
Very much so.
Nää kyllä pitäisi ostaa pois tältä. Mulla on kyllä aika paljon noita. Muita ei oo kyllä noita yrdeneitä. No ehkä me ei vielä osteta. Tätä nyt niin.
See you, Kira.
Patsi mitäpä tuolla rahalla nyt tekee, sitä on niin paljon.
Geralt, just when I was starting to miss you.
Bet the old witch.
Otetaan nyt tähän varastoon.
Very much so.
Vähän jos ostaa varastoon, eikä se nyt niin haittua. Kokeilla ihan peruuttaen tekee noita vaikka signbuildin. Vai mikä tää on? Taikuri, mikä tää tekee niitä taikojansa?
Mentioned you wanted something from me.
I did, and still do. The cursed isle on Lake Windammer. You've heard of it, I'm sure. The local peasants mumble incessantly about it, about the wraiths that haunt it. They claim none who go there return.
How'd it come to be cursed?
That's what I don't know. I must break this spell, yet I've been unable to identify its source.
Gotta know something.
Scraps. The curse is somehow linked to the tower where Sarah, the lord of these lands, took refuge when Nilfgaard invaded. Claims in the village are that peasants, desperate of hunger, sailed to Fyke Isle to beg for food. Met their end there. It was a massacre. So, will you please help me lift this curse? You're so good at these things.
Totta kai, totta kai.
So the peasants who went to the island for food, this lord had them murdered?
The villagers say he had them poisoned.
A real gentleman.
Well, I never met him. But he certainly didn't seem such a cruel man, judging by what a mage from the Isle told me.
A mage lived on the island? Did you know him? Where is he now?
We were friends. Sadly, he died that day as well. Very few survived. Yet even those who escaped the Isle soon suffered agonizing deaths. Strangely, they did not seem to have been poisoned.
Why are you so intent on this?
I'm not. The local peasantry is. The Isle, miss. You've got to lift the charm. You're a good witch, a great witch. There's no end to it.
Uh-huh. See, I thought you didn't care for the locals. The great witch you are.
I failed to lift the curse, and they could conclude I'm not so great. Not enough to conceal me from the witch hunters and risk getting sent to the gallows themselves.
What others think, your image, that's all you care about.
The point is, listen, I didn't flee to these wilds just to stupidly get caught because some boar with grit under his fingernails grows annoyed with me.
All right, I'll help.
I knew you'd find it irresistible. Naturally, you'll need to sail to Fyke Isle.
Fine. What then?
Well, the spirits who wander the Isle, you must establish a rapport with them. Don't know how, but they could point us in the direction of the curse's source.
Think they'll be willing to chat?
Of course, provided you take my magic lamp with you. I shall let you keep it afterwards in appreciation. You'll find it quite useful, I'm sure.
Can't you just come with me?
I tried to go to Fyke Isle once. Thought my head would burst, the curse's magic was so strong.
Nice of you to send me there.
I experienced an acute nasal hemorrhage. You stand to endure a wobble of your medallion at most. At Aretusa, they trained me to detect even the subtlest magic pulses. This was like getting smacked across my haunches with a grain flail.
Funny. Thought you'd go in for that sort of thing.
Take my boat. I left it on the lake shore near the village. Should be fit to use. Provided rot hasn't eaten it, as it seems to eat everything here.
How's the lamp actually work? I mean, do I just rub it, or do I have to do something, magical?
You needn't even rub. Just place it where you find bones and hear whispers. I suppose I should warn you. It might not be the most pleasant experience.
Figured as much. Tell you all about it later. Maybe skip the drastic bits.
You'll need to do neither. I'll give you a Xenovox. It's a bauble that will let us speak over some distance. You will tell me what you see, and I shall tell you what to do and look for.
Where'd you get the Xenovox?
Found it in the mine along with the lamp. Thought it was part of the lamp at first. Didn't realize what I'd actually found until later.
Think it belonged to the elven mage?
Clearly. And I didn't even know the elves used them.
Never heard of a Xenovox.
It works just like a megascope, but is far more portable. Think of it as a magic box that talks.
They hard to build?
Extremely. That's why they're so rare. I certainly couldn't build anything like it.
So no chance these Xenovoxes will catch on with every mage using one?
Not the slightest.
I need to know anything else before I go?
No, that is all. Oh, go already. I can't wait to see what you discover on Phi Kyle. Just be sure to come and see me afterwards. And Geralt. Thank you.
Jaha, olisiko se Fyykki Islanti sitten seuraavaksi? Fyykken saari. Fyykken. Missä on Fyykken saari? Tuollahan tuo. Olikohan se nyt tämä? Taisi olla. Ei täällä muutakaan saarta ole. Mennään tuonne, siellä on laiva, vene, poutski. Mikäs questi tää nyt on sitten? Tässä joo. Mene kyytiin, äläkä.
Move it.
Lyö, saatana. Tommonen matala lampinen ei voi siinä. Mitä tässä on? Vene. Näin lähellä. Näin lähellä oli vene, ei tarvinnut lähteä sen kauemmaksi. Vittu, tässä on näitä saatana brownereita matkalla. Niitä on aina. Hyvin rasittavia. Ei, nyt se soitti tuo.
Can you hear me? How goes it? Where are you?
Almost there.
Splendid. I shall contact you again soon.
Wait, this Xenovox. Can I contact you with it, or is it one way?
One way only, I'm afraid. You'll have to trust my feminine intuition.
Your what?
My feminine intuition.
Wonderful.
Okei, tossa on.
Geralt? Are you on the Isle yet? Does the Xenovox work? Can you hear me?
What? I can't hear. Great, broke already. Sheesh, short-lived this magic.
What did you say? There's some interference. You must be very careful.
Hiljuko täällä joku voi? Mistä mä kuulin tuossa? Pidä nyt osuu saatana. Miten vittu se ei osu, saatana? Tai se osuu, mutta se ei tehnyt damagea, josta se ärsyttää tommoista. No ei vittu, kun ne ei osu, saatana. Osuukaan. Osuu nyt, helvettiläinen! Ei tää osu, ei tää osu. Enkä mä tiedä minkä takia se ei osu. Nyt se osuu. Mikäs tuo? Ei tää torju ollenkaan. Tai tää nappi taas toimii. Väärä nappi, voi vittu. Vitun rotat, vittu. Tää ei tee mitään damagea taas tää vitu apina vittu. Vittu tää on niin ärsyttävä.
Let's try Kira's land.
Pitääkö tähän mukaan olla sitten tuo toinen?
Damn, you're ugly.
No mitä vittu, nää tekee damagea. Onpa harvinaisen kestäviä rottia. Ja nyt mulla ei oo enää tota saatana miekka kunnossa. Ei se kestä yhtään tuo miekka. Heti paska. Täs sitten. Missä se on nyt se saatana? Missähän se on se saatana? Mikä tää nyt onkaan? Lamppu. Ei helvetti. Sekin on jossain, mutta en tiedä missä se on. Eikö sen pitänyt antaa se lamppu mulle? Mennään yksitellen, kun ei osu silmään, niin ei osu silmään. Eikö se on tuolla saatana tavaroissa? Voi vittu. Mitähän se sais? Aha, tästä. Aina väärä nappi.
Where's that noble? Lying here, quiet as a mouse, head split open like a rotted pumpkin. More like a peasant now, sloshing around in his own blood and shite. Be nothing noble about him.
Too quick a death they gave him. Should have been made to suffer.
He's not the end of it. Sons can suffer for it, and a daughter. To the top!
Rich folk. Doubt I'll ever understand them. Keeping rats in cages like rabbits.
Let him out, maybe? Like to die of hunger if we leave him there.
I'd sooner burn the vermin. Releasing him's not like to bring no good. Imagine the harm they'd do if they swam back to the village.
Swam? Rats? How do you figure they'd do that?
You needn't fret for him. Clever little bastards. Clever than you.
They seem sluggish to you. Got the mange, maybe? Oh, and that stench!
Come on.
Place is full of rats. As many dead as alive. I think they're feeding on...
Sir Geralt, stop. You needn't be so detailed.
How you like that silver?
Onko mulla taas saatana hopeamiekka? Ei kai. Mulla on koko ajan lisää. Ei niitä voi voittaa.
Don't start, Annabelle. Back to your craft. Always bending my ear about fool peasants. I'll not hear of them again. That simpleton turned your head, but one Graham hardly makes the rest courtly, one and all.
My lord, peasants. They're through the door in the tower.
Blood. Many must have died here. Peasants didn't come here to ask nicely.
Gold! Piles of it! Oh, won't do the dead any good now, will it? Strange it's still here. The noble died a time ago. Who's that? Show yourself. Anyone there? Who? Who are you?
Mitähän tossa tapahtuu?
Have you got to the laboratory at the top of the tower yet?
I'm at the top. Nothing here that looks like a laboratory.
Then you've not reached the highest level. Look for a passage.
Looks like a laboratory. Pretty well equipped, too.
Onpa pitkä teksti.
Experimenting on humans. Never would have gotten away with it if the Conclave were still in charge.
Why did you leave? You claimed to love me. I'm cold. Why has no one come for me? I cannot leave this place. I see no way out. Who are you? Do you seek to hurt me as well?
Don't be afraid. I want to lift the curse that grips this island. Your turn to tell me who you are. The other ghosts, they couldn't see me.
I'm special. Always was. The rare beauty. The Lord's daughter. These lands, as far as the eye can see, were ours. My family and I, we hid in the Major's Tower to await the war's end, the end of hard times. It was not to be forever.
Mage who lived here. Who was he?
Alexander? I hardly knew him. He spent most of his time locked away in this tower. He's dead too, you know. They're all dead. Mountains of corpses, yet I stand here alone, all alone. They've all abandoned me. Even he who promised me everlasting love. You will abandon me as well.
If I can lift the curse, you yourself will be free to leave. Tell me what happened here. Peasants sailed to the island to ask for food. Is that true?
No. They came to rob and kill. They thought us rich, believed we'd stowed ourselves away here to laugh at their misery. Yet we had little food as well. Too little to share with those who came. They slaughtered everyone. I heard my father cry out, but the mage told me not to reveal myself or let anyone in. He gave me a potion. If I was discovered, I was to drink it. He said everything would be all right.
What kind of potion was it? Remember its smell? What it looked like?
I remember only that I feared to drink it.
Didn't trust the mage?
In the village, they claimed he meddled in disease. Not curing it, but causing it. They said he lured rats into the tower, infected them with the Catriona. Only rumors, surely, but I was afraid. So horribly afraid. And then I heard him. My beloved Graham. He called to me. I opened the door for him, but others rushed in. They lunged at me and...
Your beloved failed to save you. Why?
There were too many. Leave her be, he shouted. He grabbed at them, tried to stop them. They just laughed.
Did they hurt you?
They gripped my arms, tore at my dress. I managed to free myself and drink the potion, and then... nothing.
Poisoned? That how you died?
No, for I later awoke. I was alone, it was dark. Only there were rats. Everywhere. Dozens. Hundreds. And I couldn't move.
Sleeping potion. Effects hadn't worn off yet. You were paralyzed.
They were everywhere. All over me like insects. My face, my hands. I felt them rip open my skin, then crawl into my stomach. They tore me apart, and I could not even scream. Have I not suffered enough? Why can't I leave this place?
You weren't the last to die on this island. Found a fresh corpse in the tower.
The island's a dangerous place. Folks should not venture here. I too wish to leave.
The dead man looked like a monster had attacked him recently. The tower home to anything else?
How am I to know? There's lots of wraiths here. I hear them whispering every night.
Not talking about ghosts. A monster who hunts here. You must have noticed something.
I don't know. I've noticed naught. Why do you ask? Why must you press me so? You're to be my savior, not my tormentor.
Can you talk to the island's other specters?
No, I'm alone here. The others, they flee when they see me. I know not why. You do not fear me, do you?
No. Used to dealing with ghosts. Though, gotta admit, there's something about you. You're different. How can I help you?
A curse born of hatred binds me to this place. Only love's power can hope to lift it. But who could love a wraith?
And your beloved, he dead too?
Graham? No, he lives. I would know if he died. But he fled and abandoned me. Left me here all alone.
Maybe you could strip the curse of its power by forgiving him. You might cleanse the isle. Your beloved, who is he? A noble son?
No, a poor fisherman. My father objected strongly. He did not see us together.
Tässä syökohta rupeaa nälättämään tässä.
I miss him so. Each night I walk to the island shore to gaze upon the village. Does he remember me still?
Said before you can't leave the tower.
Did I? You must have misheard.
I don't think so.
I don't know anymore. It's all a nightmare to me.
As I see it, you're the curse's focus. The other ghosts on the island, their auras aren't nearly as strong as yours. My medallion started pulsating as soon as we started talking.
I don't know what you mean, but you do seem to know some things. You could be right. My fate is tied to the Isle, I feel that. Perhaps because I am heiress of these lands.
It could be your blood ties to the land, the base of the curse, that is. If so, forgiving Graham, laying your resentment to rest should lift it.
I loved him. I'm prepared to forgive him. But I must know that he regrets what he did. Take my bones to him. He must bury them. This will be our farewell. Will you speak to him? Will you do this for me?
Luita ei saanut ottaa ulos tuolta, se siirtyy sen mukana.
Really sad story, but something's not right. Got a feeling.
What is it?
You're not telling me everything. You know the island's dangerous, but refuse to tell me about the monster that lives here.
There is no monster.
I think you're lying. Question is, why? To protect the beast? Or is it that...
Stop! I will not hear this!
I can't help you. Taking anything off this cursed island, from any cursed place, just too dangerous. And a dead woman's bones, that's asking for trouble.
They said witches are heartless beasts. Will you bring Graham here then? I so long to say goodbye.
Annabelle, listen.
You never wished to help me, and here I had someone would finally take pity on me.
Uutista näille rotille, vittu! Eivät noin paljon healthia. No rotat on pahempia kuin tuo ite... Mikä tää oli? Bruudako tää nyt oli vai? Onpas korkealla, ei hyvä tekee tosta. Missäs tää nyt on se alakerta? Tuolla. Älä vittu viheltele. Tää vittua tää viheltelee. On niin ärsyttävä tää välillä, kun tää tekee ihan itsestään näitä.
For a moment like you joined the race yourself.
Had to fight a pester.
A pester? And did you learn how to lift the curse before you lunged at her, sword in hand?
Yeah, we talked a bit. Looks like I need to get her beloved to the island. Fisherman named Graham.
I know the man. He lives in Oriton, village on the lakeshore. Find him immediately. We're close to unraveling this. I can feel it.
No käy vähän kraahmi tonne saatana. Onneksi tää on nopea, kun tässä on tää... Ei siinä ookaan vastravelli, mitä helvettiä. En oo kyllä menossa veneellä takas, ei saatana. Eikö siinä mukaan No tuolla ois vastravelli varmaankin. No se on mentävä täältä sitten. Käy vähän tuon kautta. Kun rupes nenää kutittamaan. Voi vittu. Kyllä nyt pärskii saatana. Älä lyö sitä. Taas mä menossa ihan väärään suuntaan, kun tää on tää kaistale, mistä päässyt vaan läpi kulkemaan, niin se on... Vittu, että ne on ärsyttäviä nää puskat. Ei saatana, näitä vähän kuin KCDssäkin ne. Aina niihin puskiin jää jumiin. Älä nyt jää siihen, saatana. Tää kyllä käy tuo waypointti ottaa ihan aikaan. Ei tällä hevosella kannata mennä, mennään jalkaisin. Voi vittu! Otahan nekin nyt vittu siitä, saatana. Ammutahan sekin saada.
Ouch. Talk.
You deaf, damn it! I told you. Who are you?
I've been to the island. I know what happened there.
What do you want of me?
Want to talk to you about Annabelle.
Annabelle? What can you know about her?
I met her. Talked to her.
Annabelle's dead. Drank poison. And I couldn't save her.
Did you love her?
Something mad. Loved her so deep I believed we'd come through, believed we'd be together. Of course, it was not to her father's liking. His daughter and a plain lout.
What happened on Fyke Isle? You gotta tell me.
'Twere Millie, Finch and Faulkner. They rallied the men, all roughs, to go to the Isle, take back what was ours from the noble. They knew I was known at the tower, that the Lord's servants would open the gate for me as soon as I sold them fish.
They force you to go with them?
No, I saw my chance in it. For Annabelle and me to flee. But it all spun in a chaos. Our boys from the village, they started killing everyone. Annabelle, they wanted to rape. 'Twas then she drank the poison. Mage must have gave it her. I ran out the tower hollering that I wanted to die, cursing them all to hell. Don't force me to speak of it. No more, please.
Said you were hollering as you fled the tower, the island. What exactly did you say?
I don't remember. I wanted them to pay for what they'd done to her.
Might have cursed them. There's a powerful magic aura on Fyke Isle. Passions, evil intent, strong emotions of any kind can activate it. Your words could be the curse's source.
She took the poison because of them.
It wasn't poison. Annabelle drank a strong sleeping potion. Mage wanted to protect her, make it look like she was dead. Convinced everyone.
That means... Is she... You said you spoke to her?
Spoke to a ghost. By the time she awoke, Tower was full of cold corpses. And rats. She was warm meat. Rats ate her alive.
Elävältä syödyksi tulla.
She was alive the whole time, but... Can't be. She was cold all through like a corpse.
Te
I
surkea
shook her
kohtalo.
back to open your eyes. I never thought...
It's not your fault. No guilt in not knowing, and you couldn't know it wasn't poison she drank.
Gods, what have I done? If I had stayed behind to bury her, I'd have noticed she was alive. It might have ended different, ended well.
If you'd stayed on the island, I doubt you'd have survived.
I'd take death over leaving her to the rats like that. But there's naught I can do about it now.
Wrong on that count. Annabelle needs you. You can help her.
She's still there. In the tower. Can I see her?
Yeah. One thing you should know, though. In death, Annabelle turned into a pesta.
A pester? What's that?
More than a restless ghost. A plague maiden. A powerful wraith filled with grief and hatred that drive her. Give her the power to sow disease and death.
She suffers. How am I to help her? Gods know I'm willing.
Annabelle thinks you abandoned her.
Gods! She hates me. And all this time she's thought I ran, abandoned her.
Yes, go to the tower, talk to her. Maybe you can convince her that's not how it was.
I thought she died. I'd never left her there otherwise.
A curse has imprisoned Annabelle and the other spirits on the island. Love can shatter its power, free her and them.
Just as in the legends.
If you know the legends, you know one kiss is enough to break an evil spell. On one condition. That it's a kiss from someone whose love is true.
I told you. I said I love her with all my heart. Take me to her, please.
It's dangerous. There are risks involved. Understand that, don't you?
Of course. I'm no coward. I'll not run this time.
Nothing. Let's go.
I'm ready.
Let's go to the tower.
No niin, Graham Sämpylä, tulehan mukaan. No niin, vittu. Vittu kun tää jää pyörimään, niin saatana. Vittu.
Last I came through here was
Vittu tää menee hermot aina.
It weren't impossible. We could have been together, and now she's dead. And it's
Tekee
my
semmosia
fault.
sarjoja nuo viholliset aina, ei
If
sitä
only I'd been
pääse
able to protect her.
pois.
Can't change the past, but you can still help Annabelle to move on, to rest in peace.
It's terrifying here. It's too quiet.
Chop chop, speed up. Let's get this over with.
I remember the screams. Inhuman they were. Now it's silent. They're dead. All dead.
Don't think about that. Keep walking.
Siellä sama Black Jack.
You have not forgotten.
You've returned for me.
Is that?
Don't you recognize me? It's me, Annabelle. The one you abandoned, remember?
I was sure you was dead. If I'd known otherwise, I'd never have left you. I'd do anything for you. I would. You know that well. Believe me, I beg you.
Prove it. Kiss me.
No hyi saatana.
Graham, careful.
Witcherikään ei kärsi kattoa. Kyllä saatana.
At last.
The curse is lifted, and Graham and Annabelle are reunited.
Jaa. Oho, Crater. Enää ei puutu ku Kiraa. Mikä tää oli? Keira. Maitsena. Tää on taas tää. Ei nyt me mentiin basementtiin, ei täällä oo mitään. En mä pääse ulos täältä, kun se on lukossa. Niin täällä. Näissä ei varmaan mitään on täällä jotta. Oho. Mä oon ihan eksyksissä taas. Miten täältä pääsee pois? Tässäkö tää on? No. No niin, Kiira. Kiira Korpi. Ei ku mikä tää oli? Meitsi. Maitsena.
Hunger's turned this one pale.
Metsihän tämä oli.
Geralt, just when I was starting to miss you.
Onpas sillä paljon vuorosanoja taas.
Fyke Isle's free of its curse.
Able to persuade Graham to go to the tower with you? Did you mention there was a pester involved?
He knew the risks, but he'd also heard lots of stories about true love, whose kiss can break any spell. Can't help thinking that gave him courage.
And? It ended well?
Depends how you look at it. Curse is lifted, Annabelle's spirit is left in peace. But Graham's dead.
Oh, poor boy. Still, he's proved that true love may be more common than some suppose.
One thing's bothering me.
What?
Annabelle said Alexander was studying diseases. She mentioned Catriona. You knew this?
All the mages knew about it. Alexander was a highly regarded epidemiologist. I would have given anything for an opportunity to study his notes, but he guarded them jealously.
The lamp. What do you want to do with it?
As I said, you may keep it. I don't believe I shall need it anymore, given the Isle's been cleansed. I actually regret not going there with you. Perhaps we can make up for that lost time now.
All right. Time I was on my way.
Perhaps you'd stay just a bit longer? There's one small favor you might yet do for me.
What is it?
I put in an order for a few substances from Novigrad. The trader was due to be here yesterday, but has yet to arrive. Could you see what happened? The package is rather important to me.
Why not? If he was coming here from Novigrad, he must have passed through Blackbow. I'll check the area.
Thank you. I shall be ever so grateful.
Ask a
Ei
service of the
tuo.
Witcher, the Pella must. A witcherly service, that's to say.
What do you need? Tell me.
A man who fears no evil the Pella needs. Forefathers' Eve is nigh. We've rites to conduct. Wandering souls to emerge. Damned souls, too. We've the circle to protect from these wretches.
Seems like you could use a witcher, so yeah, I'll help.
You'd not refuse. The Pella knew. The time's come to gather the folk. Across the lake we must journey, to Fyke Isle. There in the circle of stones we shall meet.
The sooner we resolve this, the better. Best do it tonight, at midnight.
Ehkä mä en kuitenkaan mene, mä annoin sille turhia lupauksia. Tai jos sitten kun samalla käy siellä saarella, niin sitten... Jos se on vielä saatavilla se. Ei tapella noita vastaan, nyt vittu.
merchant's wagon. Crown was in the water.
Totta kai näitä ei voi olla taistelematta näitä. Voi vittu! Menee kaikki healtit yhden saatana apinan takia. Vittu. Vittu rupee vituttamaan taas. Saatana. No voi vittu! Vittu mulla menee hermot tohon. Saatana! Vittu jos mä joudun taas tuota saatana kaukaa menemään, niin voi vittu. No niinpä tietenkin. Vittu mulla menee hermo. Voi vittu tätä paskaa, saatana. Tulee nyt vittu paskakasa tänne, vittu. Lyö sitä. Mene vittu siihen. Voi vittu tätä. Vittu mitä paskaa tää aina tää välillä tää peli. Mikään vituta kuin paskat kontrollit. No noita kusipäitä taas. Mistä nuo ilmesty tohon? Hyppää nyt vittu sitä. Voi vittu. Ota nyt vittu jo se miekka. Älä hyppää siihen saatana. Voi vittu mitä paskaa tää on. Taas. Kuole paska! Ei vittu, mulla on taas tuo vitu yrdeni. Vittu kun se vaihtaa se aina itsestään. Saatana! Voi vittu, mulla palaa käpy tähän. Siitä sait vitun mulukku.
Wide, heavy wheels. Merchant's wagon.
Tietäis nyt kumpaa suuntaan on menossa.
Veered off the road at high speed. Doesn't bode well. Yeah, merchant traveling across Velen alone. No way that was still intact. Don't sense anything magic though. Wonder how Kira will explain this one. Human, from an artery. Can't be far. Wouldn't have made it.
What? Lost your nerve?
Se ei ota sitä vitu asetta. Tää ennen otti se automaattisesti, kun lähti taistelemaan. Taas se Mene vittu siitä.
That's Velen for you.
Niin ärsyttävää saatana. No niin, vittu mene sinne, vitu. Kun tää ei voi tulla tää hevonen kunnon paikkoihin, kun se aina tulee jonnekin vitu perseeseen. Nyt äkkiä vittua tätä, niin kun on homot tulo.
Starting to miss you.
Got those, substances you wanted?
Splendid. I can finally begin my study of double arboreal racination patterns. But first, I'll...
Brew yourself a mug of mulled wine? Saw what the wagon was carrying. Exquisite meats, expensive wines, Zerrikanian spices. Not a speck of magic. Care to tell me what you're up to?
I would rather show you, but you must wait a bit.
Color me intrigued. Fine, I'll wait.
Then shoo, outside.
Gonna slip into something more comfortable?
Later. Let's not get ahead of ourselves. Well, go on, out. You've been patient, thank you. It's almost ready.
Huh? If I wanted to see white mice, I'd just get drunk.
Note that I said almost. Now don't interrupt.
Decaying vindicated.
Third mouse. What happened to it?
The spell has a 66.67% chance of success. I always use one more than I need, just in case.
So where did... Kira, can I explain what's going on here?
Know the fairy tale about Cinderella?
Mm-hmm. True story it's based on, too. A Zoogle cropped up in a palace pond and ate Princess Cinderella whole. Left behind one slipper, so...
I beg you, not another word about Zoogles. Now, to return to the fairy tale. I'd like to escape these ghastly swamps for one magical night. I don't need a fairy godmother, I'll cast the spells myself. But I could use a Prince Charming. It just so happens you're the only decent candidate in all Velen. So, what do you say to a moonlight ride on horseback? And dinner?
I'm a witcher, not a gigolo.
Don't flatter yourself. I don't want to shag you in the bushes, but to share a pleasant evening. But if no, then no.
Oh, all right. I'll do it.
I feel honored. Truly. Before we go, there's one more thing.
Gotta transform a pumpkin into a carriage?
No. I shall transform our rancid rags into something more glamorous. Don't wince. It'll only be an illusion, won't hurt a bit. And at dawn, everything will return to normal.
Why not? Might as well go all out.
Then hold on tight. Gavella Glan. So, what do you think? Neckline too modest?
It's just right.
Well, I might also have changed your hair colour while I was at it. I've always fancied dark-haired men. Oh well, any port in a storm. Well, off we go. Dinner's waiting. Last one there does the dishes.
Voi vitsi, mä ärsyttää nää kisat. Vai onko tääkin tämmönen, että tässä ei voi hävitä? Vai pitäisköhän tuo antaa voittaa? Mitähän siitä saa, jos se antaa voittaa? Ai, en pysty. Ai, olkoon sä nopea. Kato nyt, ei tätä voi mitenkään hävitä.
Oh, Cinderella, we'll have a great fall.
Ha! As fast as you can. Try to catch me.
Voi, miten se näin huonosti menee? Kyllä se nyt voittaa minut. Harmi. Wow. Mitäs täällä on? Yleisöä.
Stop.
Nyt hävittiin kyllä todella isolla marginaalilla.
I thought you were a better horseman.
For the record, I was riding a mouse.
For someone who usually trots around on a roach, that shouldn't present a challenge. Now do you see why I needed those substances?
Beef and cinnamon and cloves, roasted capon with shallots. It was worth the trouble.
Shall I pour the white or the...
Dry red, but let it breathe a little first.
Well, well, never took you for a wine connoisseur.
Think witchers suck the marrow out of drowner bones and wash it down with puddle water?
More or less. Well, we've chatted long enough on empty stomachs. Let's dig in.
Must have cost you a small fortune. Sure you don't need me to pitch in?
Please, I manage. You know, a dozen eggs here, a cock or gander there. Besides, my finances are about to improve.
All right, I'm curious. We celebrating something?
Yes, a return to the living. But that's not what I wish to discuss. Thank you once again, Geralt, for your help with the tower. You were fabulous.
Not the first curse I've lifted.
But among the most difficult, correct? What happened on that island? Why, I shiver at the thought. And the laboratory. I sincerely hope you burnt everything. The cages, the corpses, the papers.
Didn't destroy that workshop if that's what you're asking. Didn't see any reason to.
If Alexander's findings were to fall into the wrong hands... Although, Vikyle has a terrible reputation. None even dare go there. Perhaps there's nothing to worry about. I'm sorry. Such a gloomy subject to broach. I simply shouldn't have, not during our romantic dinner.
Romantic? Thought we came here as friends.
Friends. With benefits.
Oho.
So...
Your fairy tale, your rules.
Really? Then close your eyes and count to 10.
1, 2, 3, 4. All right, that's enough. Kira,
Sinne
wanna play
hävisi.
hide and seek? Why not?
Pitäisikö mennä tappelemaan susien kanssa tuolle? Mitähän tää päättyis tää questi? Aha, siinä on jäänyt kenkä.
Shame. Could have kept her shoes on. Now where's that Cinderella gone to?
Ei se nyt ihan täysin alasti ollut.
Congratulations.
Do I get a prize?
I've nothing on me. But I'll think of something.
No niin, nyt tuloo bannit taas, voi perkele. Oh.
Know what they call that constellation in Zerrikania?
Tänään muuten pitäisi tulla perseiden tähtien näkyä. Pitäisikö lähteä kattelemaan vähän
it has a
perseitä?
different name. Bit indecent, actually.
Lupas vielä
Lean
ihan
closer and
kuutamoa.
I'll whisper it in your ear. Egfain Nave.
Kira? Where? Put me to sleep with a spell. Means she's up to something.
Siellähän se on.
Vikyle, the tower.
Käy vähän vielä tuolla saarella, niin sitten pitää lopetella kyllä. Ja sitä on sitten... Mitä vittu, ei täällä ole edes kenkiä jalassa. Tää on 4 tuntia kohta pelattu. 3.20. Sitten vielä aamupäivästä pelasin jonkun verran. Ihan tarpeeksi yhdelle päivälle. Missäs se on? Mihin meidän pitää nyt rantautua sitten? Eikö tuolla nuo venneet näkyykin? Sinne vaan.
A light. Top floor of the tower.
Noita me tarvitaankin just. Hyvä Meira, Keira. Sierra, vai mikä tää tuli?
Yes, thanks for asking. How are you feeling? Sleep well?
No, onpas oikein ärtysellä päällä tuo.
What do you want with those papers?
Why, I aim to use them to continue important work that a man's tragic death put on hold. Alexander was studying the Catriona plague. I'll use his notes to produce medication, perhaps a cure, or at least a vaccine.
Strictly humanitarian motivations, is that it?
No, strictly selfish ones. The mighty would pay willingly for such a remedy. Can you imagine how much? Take Radovid, for instance. Why, he might even consider forgetting my past associations with the Lodge.
Radovid doesn't forget, and Radovid doesn't forgive, especially when it comes to sorceresses.
He'll make an exception for me. He'll have to. I have something he wants.
Please, you don't believe that.
Well, you believe Yennefer will stop treating you like a dog someday. Don't see me laughing. I'm going to see Radovid, tell him of this research, whether you like it or not.
This is suicide, Kira. You'll wind up tied to a stake, burned to bolster the morals of the masses while entertaining them.
Shut up for a moment and look at me. See this? Bedbugs, Geralt. Bloody bedbugs. I, Kira Metz, advisor to Foltest, a member of the Lodge of Sorceresses, have bedbugs. Think what you will, but I'll not stay in this bloody swamp one day more. Not one day. I shall cross the Pontar, and that means Radovid's men will find me sooner or later. Don't you understand? I don't have a choice. I will have to parley.
Got another option. Go to Kaer Morhen.
You believe I'd be safe there?
Long as you don't piss Lambert off, yes. Emir, Radovid, neither will be able to reach you. Find little in the way of luxury there, but we do have clean sheets.
It's a long way, well beyond the dividing line. But if I keep to the woods until I reach the Kestrel Mountains, I should pass through unnoticed. So be it. Seems I find it hard to refuse you, handsome. You've clearly a notion of what women want. how they think.
So, see you at Kaer Morhen? Bed's free of bed bugs, mostly.
I long to be there already. See you, Geralt.
Ottakuut nyt ne paperit, mitä minä niillä teen. Ei päästä tosta kultaa. Juu. Minnes me mentäis tänne nyt, että jatketaan sitä ensi kerran? Pitäisikö ne mennä tänne asti? Skellikeen mä en kyllä halua mennä vielä, se on ihan varma. Ja pitäisikö käydä nuo kortit hakemassa? Täällä oli White Orchardissa ne kortit.
Geralt and Yennefer were reunited, but something even more important happened in Vizima. Geralt learned that Cirilla, his one-time ward, had returned from afar, and she was in danger. He was to find her, at the Emperor's command and Yennefer's behest.
We meet again.
Thank you for saving me. People say all kinds of things about witches, but I've always known yours to be an honorable guild.
So you managed to salvage some goods?
Yes, but I await the repair of my wagon. As time passes, my losses grow. Do you need something? I'll let it go half free.
Let me have a look at your
Portteja,
stock.
kiitos. Siinähän niitä on. Muita tarvii aina. Tämä muuta tarvii. Mitäs nuo heittotähtiä? Eikö whetstoneja? No otetaan ne nyt ihan piruttaa. Onhan meillä rahaa.
Take care.
Sitten katsotaan vielä saadaanko me täältä
Lad went missing one day, so folk nagged a witch hunt. Started poking him asking. When he started twisting, the wham bam, they knocked him off.
Perkelee.
Witcher had naught to do with it. What did the folk do? Soldiered them back on.
Ainakin yhtä aikaa täällä oli niitä. Tässähän nää pelata.
What do you want?
Mutta ei se kyllä pelaa minun kanssa näköjään.
Greetings. I know there's the griffin and all that, but what do you say we go fishing?
What do I know?
Good eye to you, good eye. Greetings.
No niin, mersantti.
Bobbing about like shit in a blowhole.
Greetings.
Good eye to you, good eye.
Tää on vieläkin täällä kalsarikännit ihan selvästi.
Kings do the fighting. Peasants do the...
On täällä muitakin kalsarikänneilemässä.
Damnation!
Eikä täällä ole korttipelaajia ollenkaan.
Greetings.
damnation. My
He's got bigger
sunshine
bollocks
upon
than a
you.
noon-rates unicorn.
No.
Which way you walk?
Ours is a decent village.
Whoa, don't touch me.
Missä se myyjä on?
Bobbing about like shit. That's just it. Day in, day
Mä se
out.
ollut pelata
taverns
korttia
empty,
saada.
like before. So where's Elsa get her coin, I ask?
What do you want?
Yeah. Tale of black uns, I'm telling you.
You took bigger bollocks.
Right here. It's Durban now. D-E-R-B-A-N. Not Doyman.
I don't like you, white one. The wild one.
Greetings. Got anything in stock besides hose and horseshoes?
Of course I do. Vizima or Mahakam this ain't. I'm as good a smith as any.
Show me what you got.
Nuo pitää ostaa pois, kun niitä tarviaan. Komponentteja. Mä mitään komponentteja halua, kun mä haluan ne. Tuossahan nuo.
So long.
No niin, nyt jatketaan tästä sitten ensi kerran.
Who knows what the morrow will bring?
Todennäköisesti huomenna jatkuu sitten. No taas näitä lehmiä. Mitä ihmettä? Taavanakohan ne... Mitä vittua tää taas tekee? Jos käy juoksemassa vähän kauempata, niin... Mistä no äsken tuli nuo lehmät? Vai pitääkö täällä puhua jollekin? Ei, väärä nappi. Ei me mitään täältä oteta.
A return customer. Welcome.
Like you to forge some... So long.
Nytkö ne tuloo ne lehmät siihen? No ainakin niistä saat lihkoa, jos ei muuta. Vai pitääkö sitä aina... Voihan sen tämäkin tehdä tässä näin. Saadaan energiat täyteen. Ja nyt ne tuli taas. Ei vittu! Tuota me ei voiteta. Ei mitenkään. Sitä paitsi hiilaa koko ajan. Tää kyllä kestää ihan älyttömän pitkään tää taistelu. Pitäisikö se taistella tämä loppuun vielä? Ei tää tee mitään. Tässä ei oo odottaa paljon, kun se tekee damagea, jos antais yhden kerran lyödä. Mitä vittu tee mitään? Kohta on jo puolessa välissä. Kolme kertaa tätä kerkee lyödä sitten tätä väisteä. No niin, kuolipa paska, saatana. Ei tuo vaikea ollut, mutta se otti vain vitusti iskuja. No niin, nyt lopetetaan tähän tää peli. Jatketaan huomenna sitten taas. Tallentikohan se nyt vittu? Tallenti, joo. Tallentat vielä kerran, että varmasti tallentuu. Mut joo, jatketaan huomenna sitten.